This is good old Grandmaster Levin here, and you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media. Wow, this is kind of a video that going to really answer all the questions here. Why do presidents age so quickly? Okay. Presidents like Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, and Barack Obama, y'all know that you look at them age so quickly, age so fast. Like other presidents, if their hair color, like for example, Barack Obama's hair, George Bush Jr.'s hair, W's hair, Bill Clinton's hair, all don't change until they leave office. You know, like for example, Barack Obama's hair, his hair's all hard black, and within 8 years, his hair starts to rapidly go gray. Now, when you're a person that's when you're the leader of the free world, you would tend to deal with stress, and stress does cause people to get gray hair. Not just natural, but stress can put you in a predicament. Kind of a don't want to age, but you age anyway, right? You age anyway. It's natural. But now Trump's hair. He's in his 70s. He's in his 70s, and he's in his going in his 4th year in office, and Chris Cuomo of CNN started this conspiracy theory of aging. It's aging conspiracy theory. Because he says that the reason the president's hair hasn't changed is because he doesn't care. That ain't it. Okay. If you take care of yourself, right? Stay away from all the garbage, all the bad stuff. Take care of yourself right. But the hair, Trump has always took care of his hair, always have. And he says, Chris Cuomo says the reason his hair isn't going gray as quick because he doesn't care. Like, care about what? You know, look at this. Look at this. And this. Look at this. Still gray here? Still gray? I'm getting older. Okay? It's natural. You're getting older. The older you get to a certain point, start showing a little bit of gray or a little bit of white in your hair, or if you're growing a beard, you might grow a little bit of white hair in your beard and whatnot. So, I mean, you'll get presidents over the years. Look at LBJ. Towards the end of his life, he started to grow his hair long. And he took back up smoking, which killed him and shit, you know. His health wasn't as good. He had numerous affairs, like like most presidents have, well, few presidents have, few. And if you look at George H.W. Bush, his hair went from dark to going gray to white, then until he died. Until he died. Some presidents live on a good life, but the thing is, presidents age while in office. You deal with a lot of crap. You deal with reporters. You deal with world leaders. You deal with industries that want a a leg up in lobbying and shit. And presidents have to deal with assholes every day. Presidents have to deal with assholes every fucking day. And each time they don't deal with assholes, it's the stress of dealing with these assholes every fucking day. Now, I'm 43. If I was running for president, I won. Okay, I do pretty good, but I'm gonna age rapidly. I'm gonna get more gray hair in my beard. I'm gonna get more gray hair in my hair. My hair will turn white towards the end of my presidency. For example, here, it's dealing with assholes every fucking day. Stress. You're dealing with people constantly. On the road or at home. On the road or at home. You deal with assholes every fucking day. And dealing with the media every fucking day can add some fucking stress to your life. That's why they have doctors that work for the president to make sure that he's fit, physically healthy, mentally healthy, you name it. But sometimes you could be physically healthy and mentally, like FDR. He had polio. Nobody knew about it. He had polio. And he went from a good-looking guy down to a big, tough guy to a scrawny guy. Got skinnier. Got a polio. Polio took away his ability to fully walk, but he wore leg braces, and he used crutches, wrist, like the crutches and shit. He didn't drive a car no more. He had a car that was built for him, so he could drive. Because he couldn't use the throttle or the brake, he had to use his upper body. He sat in the chair a lot, a wheelchair. But presidents, being a president can be a toll on your health and on your psyche. On your psyche and shit. I mean, for example, look at Bill and Hillary. Their health ain't as good as what it used to be years ago. Hillary, she's not healthy herself. She's using that. Imagine that if she was president now and has to deal with all that health shit. Well, is she healthy now? She's healthy as fuck. She's as stubborn as a fucking mule. It's the action she did was to have sympathy. Shaking of the head, Was she having a seizure, or was that just an act to get sympathy? And did it work? No, did not work. And that time of when she was going to her car, her, and she did a little shaking and shit. pretending to fall, going to fall. Was that an act or was it a health scare? Okay, she's First Lady, Senator of New York, Secretary of State, two-time loser, running for president. Do you think she'll run Do you think she'll run in 8 years again? Probably not. Or 4 years after this? Probably not. Because it's a whole different era. This is a whole different era. We entered in our 19th year of the 21st century. We're going into a third decade. And it is going to be a hectic a very hectic time. A very, very hectic time. Being a president can be stressful. Yeah, you deal with stress every day. You know, you deal with a lot of problems with people. You deal with world leaders. You deal with members of Congress, the Senate. You deal with the media all the time. You deal with all kinds of people every day. And that can put a toll on your life. Of course, get gray hairs and shit. But Chris Cuomo did this little aging conspiracy theory. There's presidents that have finished their term and have not gotten gray hair or white hair. Look at Andrew Jackson. He had white hair when he became president, and he had white hair still when he left office. Abraham Lincoln, he had white hair. Oh, no, black hair. Even when he died, he had black hair. Later on, you gotta realize from 1900 to now, there's presidents that have gotten stressed through dealing with assholes every day. Their hair kind of changed color and shit. Their face starts to wrinkle up like a Shar-Pei. And you deal with assholes even after you leave office. You know, you leave office and shit. But it's natural that you get older. Your body starts to change. Your face starts to change. Your hair, your color starts to change. Not everybody gets older, have gray or white hair. They die when they have solid color hair. There's no sign of gray or white in it. Could be genetics, or could it be from a generation ago? But you deal with stress every fucking day. You deal with stress every day. Well, not every day, but politics is a stressful job. You deal with voters. You deal with people who voted for you. You deal with trying to do a job for them. I mean, look at Bernie Sanders. He looks like he's been in politics his whole life. He's a radical. He's a socialist and shit. He had white hair when he became a senator, and he'll probably have white hair when he leaves office. You know, look at Dianne Feinstein. That bitch has black hair is going fucking gray and shit. Look at other senators that are at that age. Some that have solid colored hair. Some are getting gray, going white, and whatnot. But when you're president, that's the highest seat in the country. And when I heard about what he said, the reason the president his hair isn't changing like what Clinton's hair did, or Bush Jr. hair did, or how Obama's hair changed. How it's all black, and then towards the end it's going fucking gray shit. It's fucking stress, motherfucker. You're the leader of the free world. You have to deal with people, not just here in the U.S., but you got to deal with world leaders. You deal with the fucking media every fucking time. Foreign and domestic media. You got to deal with assholes every fucking day. And it is stressful. Not just for the mind, but for the body itself. If you have the kind of ways that Trump deals with the media, oh dude, the guy that doesn't give a shit of what the media thinks. The guy is carefree. The guy doesn't give a shit of what the media says. I mean, he will call you out for your shit. Like, he called out the Bad Batch, AOC plus 3, He called out those dumb broads and shit for their shit, Or shit to leave. She wanted to go to Palestine to visit her grandmother. And now he says, fuck no. Because she supports BDS. But she wrote a letter, and it was for humanitarian reasons. And they granted her access to go to Palestine, to go do what she needs to do. Her and Omar. But all of a sudden, months later, they backed out. Says we ain't going because of Netanyahu was taking a playbook from Trump. And dude, she wrote a letter. She wanted to go see her grandmother. She was denied access to go through Israel. And she wrote a letter. They granted her grounds on humanitarian reasons. They granted her her request. But all of a sudden, here's Tlaib and Omar saying the reason they ain't going is because this. Like, wait a minute. You wanted to go see your grandmother for humanitarian reasons. You wrote a letter. You sent the letter. They gave you access. They granted your request. But now you ain't going because of this bullshit? You wanted to go see your grandmother. You want to do it as a humanitarian reason. You're denied first. Then you wrote a letter. They granted you. They granted your request, but you did a 180. It says we ain't going because of this reason. That's hypocrisy of bullshit with no bounds. No, you wanted to see your grandmother. It said no because you support BDS. You wrote a letter. They granted your request to see your grandmother, but you backed out. You pulled a 180 because of this fucking reason. It's what these motherfuckers do. It's what these motherfuckers do. Because they want more camera time. Right? They want more fucking camera time. Why? Why do you want more camera time when you should be visiting your fucking grandmother? But no, you pulled this bullshit. You pulled a 180 saying, well, we ain't going because of this bullshit. Because of that? You want to do it for more camera time so you can bullshit people and saying the reason why you ain't going to see your grandmother. This is all bullshit, you know. The one supports BDS, the fuckers in Palestine and shit, the terrorist group down there, Hamas and BDS and bullshit like that. And so when you lie, basically, well, we're gonna go, but all of a sudden pull a fucking 180 on this shit, you know. The bitch pulled a 180 saying, well, we're not going. Politics is just a way people run for a reason to assert power to benefit their own cause. Her Omar supports Hamas and BDS in Palestine. Total bullshit. Complained because you told no, you wrote a letter. They granted your request so you can go. But minutes later, you pulled out, did a 180, and said you weren't going for this fucking reason. I think both these women should be removed from office. I think that there should be a challenger that has balls. I'm saying Trump level type balls to take the seat from those brats and see him go away. I mean, presidents, they deal with assholes every fucking day. Every fucking day. Is it stressful? Yeah, it is. Because you gotta deal with all kinds of assholes every goddamn day. That's why presidents age quickly. Trump, he's been the same for decades. Not one gray hair. Not one gray hair and shit. I mean, look at Vince McMahon, the guy that runs WWE. That fucker had solid black hair, and that dude's fucking old as fuck, and his hair is it's already going gray. Look at Shane McMahon, his hair's going white, dude. Going white. That dude's in his 50s, almost in his 50s and shit, you know. Gonna be in his 50s. And shit like that, so. Because him and Triple H are almost the same age and shit, though. You know, almost the same age. But I mean, it don't matter what line of work you do, whether you deal in politics, sports, whatever line of work you're doing, and you will go through stress. Stress does cause people to get gray hair. You know, I mean, it's natural, part of life. There is no aging conspiracy theory about it. We age, we get older. Sometimes we get gray hair. Sometimes we don't get gray hair. Sometimes we get white hair. Sometimes we don't get white hair. Sometimes we get older with solid colored hair, and color. For a guy, it's solid colored facial hair or hair in her head. No gray or no white at all. Depends on the genetics, depends on whatever. Presidents age like everybody else. Presidents stress like everybody else. But because of Trump's not getting gray hair, he ain't stressing. Because for decades, he's a real estate mogul guy. He deals with people all the fucking time. Does he stress? Of course, it's natural. He's a human being, but he knows how to take care of shit. Okay. But you have to really understand that we all age differently. Presidents, whether you're a president, a governor, Congress, you're in Congress or in the Senate, if you're a mayor, you deal with stress all the time. You deal with people all the time. Yeah, the job can be stressful. But here's the thing, Trump ain't got no gray hair. Do you see it? No. So why is CNN's Chris Cuomo putting up this aging conspiracy theory? Okay? Why are you worried about the president not getting gray hair? Fuck that shit. You should be worried about what's going on now. This hair thing is not a fucking story. It's a fake story. It is a fake fucking story. It's a fake ass fucking story. Like, they did a thing on the Don Lemon shit about the president and his family. How much is it costing the taxpayers to fly the first family, and talk about how the president is running his business and it's illegal. It's not illegal. As long as his two sons are running the family business, the president's fine. And the guy said, "Don, this is a fake news story," and it was. And they come up with something to try to get ratings. How you need to stop coming up with stupid shit for ratings, because all it does, it makes your network drop lower and lower and lower in the ratings abyss. You have to go out, walk, find a story that's relevant, not irrelevant. Okay, and find a way to stop bashing the president, because the guy owns you every fucking time you open your fucking mouth to answer a question, to debate. You will lose that debate. You will lose that debate. Then, like, for example, Jim Acosta. He went on his network claiming, "Yeah, I won the debate." Bullshit, motherfucker. You got owned every fucking time. Every fucking time you get owned, you cry about it, you bitch about it, you complain about it. That's why your network is fucking losing in the ratings, you piece of shit. People are tired of this bullshit. People are tired of it all. Tired of the fake news. They want news that means matters. That matters. They don't want a president bashing network to produce fake news. They want a story that is factual and relevant to the people. Simple as that. And this aging conspiracy theory is not a story. We age naturally. Sometimes we age, we get gray hair. Some don't get gray hair. When we age, we get white hair. Some don't get white hair. Some get older, they age, but they have solid colored hair. For ladies, and for men, they get a solid colored beard, hair, name it. But some that do age, like me, I'm getting gray hairs in my beard and my hair. I'm getting older. But it don't mean that I'm gonna have a solid colored beard or hair. I'm gonna age where I'm gonna get gray hair, and later on I'll get white hair in my beard and my hair. It's fucking natural. Presidents, senators, Congress people, you name it, They age differently from one another. Nobody ages the same. So Chris Cuomo, dude, your little conspiracy theory on aging, it's stupid. It's a fake fucking story. Okay? You cannot say the reason why the hair of the president doesn't change because he don't care. It's we age differently from one another. We age differently. I mean, look at Bill Clinton. Look at George W. Bush. Look at Barack Obama. They age quickly within 8 years. Barack Obama had solid colored hair when he became president the first time. The reason he aged so quickly? Stress. Being a president is a stressful job. It's the same as being a senator, being a congressman, being in Congress, being a governor, working as the mayor in the local government level. If working in local, state, and federal, dude, you age because you stress of the job, but you do it because it's natural stuff. You age, but not just that. The job in government can be stressful. It can be stressful. Any job can be stressful. Any job, yeah, you go through stress. And yet over time, that stress will catch up with you, and dude, you will age quickly. The stress depends on the job. It's a fake story on CNN. Well, there's an aging conspiracy theory, and why President Trump's hair ain't changing. Maybe he's barely ending of his first term, you dumbass. Yeah, he's in his 70s. Okay? Yeah, he's old. Okay? He's old. But here's the thing. Will he get gray hair? Yeah. Will he get white hair? Yeah. We age differently over time. You could be in your 30s and get gray hair. You could be in your late 30s. You could be in your 40s and get white hair. You could be in your 30s and get gray hair. You know, it depends on the person themselves, or the genetics, or within the family tree. But we age differently. Simple as that. Okay, guys, this is good old Grandmaster Ruffin here. You're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media. Please share this video with people you know. Leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and peace out.